Hi everybody, we are now working on chapter 4, which is mental disorders and suicide prevention. So what I would like you to do is you're going to be reading section 1 on page 82. You're going to find out what mental disorders are. You're going to learn about recognizing them, the physical factors, the hereditary factors, the early and recent expectations or experiences of mental disorders. Experiences, not expectations. Then you're going to move on to reading all of the section 1 and then do the section 1 questions. You're also going to be having some notes regarding some warning signs pertaining to mental disorders, so that is also downloaded for you. You have some warning signs. For example, you have sudden change in personality traits, like maybe, you're happy at one time and then you're not. You also would be, while I'm talking to you, I'm looking at things on the sections. You're going to be having possibly overeating or not eating at all. You could have some irritation. Possibly you could be more attuned to drug abuse and taking unnecessary risks. Now, if you're like a risk taker, meaning like adrenaline junkie and you're like roller coasters and stuff like that, that's not a sign. But if you're one that knows the situation, the environment, or the people you hang out with are not good for you because they don't make good choices and you're easily influenced, this could be a factor. Moving on to section 1, you're also going to learn about anxiety disorders. There's times when I am anxious. There's times when some things have happened in my life that I would feel an anxiety attack come on, and I've learned to possibly, step away from the situation or take a breath or two. Exercise is a huge factor in helping me deal with some of my anxiety. Acknowledging things that I can control and things I cannot control. Also, some warning signs would be like trouble getting along with people. You're very irritable. You have problems sleeping. You'll know also that a lot of these signs roll into other ones as well, all right? And you want to make sure that if you are feeling any of these issues or you think that you may fall into these categories, you want to be able to get some help. So where you can get help, of course, is home, talking to your parents or guardians. You go to school and talk to a school counselor or a school psychologist. Your community, you can have like a physician, a therapist. You can talk to like a youth minister or someone that you some group that you belong to, like a youth ministry. You can talk to someone that you trust and a relative. And of course, they would guide you to professionals if you need it. All right. You want to make sure that if you have issues like phobias, like I don't like my spiders, and you'll see in the book that there's some things about spiders and snakes, there's some issues dealing with that. Panic attacks occur a lot. Your heart rate goes up. Your chest might feel, like it was weighted down. There's some times that I've had some issues with minor panic attacks, and again, I just practiced my breathing or I stepped away from it. I acknowledge that, oh my gosh, I can feel it happening to me and I need to walk away from it. If you're having these feelings, nothing's wrong with you. It's just that perhaps it could be an environmental situation. It could be a post-traumatic stress disorder, dealing with trauma that's happened in your life. Some people are having some anxiety issues with being virtual learners, or I don't want to go back to school. Whatever it is that you may be feeling, again, your feelings are valid, but if it's continuously affecting your psyche or your emotional well-being, you may need to get some help on that. And then of course there's some other issues like overcompulsive disorder. Like if you have a problem, if you want things put in place, like your books or your desk or your bed made, okay, that's fine. But if you have a problem leaving your bedroom or leaving your house until you open the door 5 or 6 times, that might be an issue. Or you're constantly washing your hands. There could be some issues on that. So there's some notes to that again regarding some warning signs to section 1. And once you get done with section 1, you will be doing the section questions, stated which numbers in the assignment. Okay, we'll move on to section 2 shortly.